Hi guys, we're the Escbeat team, and today we're going to discuss on Eurovision 2022 semifinal number 2. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
Let's get started.
So rehearsals are just in front of us, at least the second wave of them, right? And it's a good time to talk about our final predictions and running order overview as well. So 18 countries will compete in semifinal number 2, and the running order is as follows. Opening the show is Finland, then we have Israel, Serbia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Malta, San Marino, Australia, and Cyprus. And in the second half of the show, the opener is Ireland. Thereafter, we have North Macedonia, Estonia, Romania, Poland, Montenegro, Belgium, Sweden, and closing the semi is the Czech Republic. So let's quickly overview the running order. Finland is the first one. Actually, I wasn't that surprised with the choice of Finland and Erasmus as a big name, opening the semi.
A great opener as well.
Yeah, I really debated, as a prediction that it will be between Israel and Finland, but they have chosen Finland. Yeah, we also know they have some plans about staging, bringing a lot of props, yellow and black balloons, I believe, and more. So I believe it will stand out. Second one is Israel. Vangelis, what do you think about Israel allocated in the second position?
Yeah, it's a really bad position for Israel. I guess this could be almost deliberately made. I don't know, crushing Israel between Finland and Serbia. And actually, it's a really up-tempo song, so why put it in the second slot? Just like Latvia in the first. I don't know. Okay.
Fun
Stereotypes. Kill the stereotypes.
Yeah, but I have a fun fact for you. Go backwards, please, Eurovision 2014. Same countries, Israel and Latvia, were allocated as song number 2 in semifinals. What leads me to say, yeah, you can check me actually. What leads me to say that, I don't know, I don't want to be rude, but it feels to me like it's really easy to pick the tiny countries in song number 2. Do you see it like, for example, Albania were a lot of time in second slot in final, and also for Israel is the first time. Israel was in the second position in Eurovision 2008, 2009, 2014 in semifinal, and now again. So not sure it's the first one, but that's what we got. Yeah, I agree with you. It's not the best one. Karins, please react for us about Serbia being allocated in the third position.
Perfect. Perfect. No doubt. Perfect. Perfect order for them. After, but yeah. Before the perfect opener for ballads. I think ballads. Yeah. Yeah. I think perfect.
By ballads, you mean Azerbaijan that follows after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so about Serbia, I just want to react quickly as well. I think it doesn't really important where they will be allocated, but mostly it's important who are their neighbors. And I think it can really reduce, I don't want to say kill, because kill is not the right word, but it will reduce significantly the chances of Israel, I believe, unfortunately. It's a controversial song, like people are gonna really like it or really dislike it, but what we can guarantee, guys, that anyone will talk about Serbia. So yeah, Vangelis has already started to talk about it, but Azerbaijan just follows Serbia. What do you think about this concept?
Well, opening the ballot is indeed opening the first ballot to we will see could be a big advantage, but on the other hand, it's smashed between two very weird acts in a good or bad way, depends on opinions, but it's, yeah, and I don't know, maybe it could stand out or flop. It's really in the middle, I think.
Mhm. By the way, I can tell you that just news that has been confirmed lately, Azerbaijan will have a male dancer on the stage as well. Nadir won't be alone.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it takes me really to Hour of the Wolf, Azerbaijan 2015. But back then, the dance
Homie called
disrupted us.
Armenia a few years ago with the box. Remember, the guy was standing in the box and on down. Who was it? Which year was
Azerbaijan, I
Parade.
think. Azerbaijan, not
Parade.
Armenia. Oh my God,
Old-
Karins, what a mistake.
it? Yeah.
2015. Yeah, it was the runner-up, by the way,
Yeah.
after Emily the Forest. But yeah.
I'm tired, so I'm blaming on tiredness.
Yeah, I can relate. I don't know. Yeah, Azerbaijan, it's a high quality ballad. We have discussed it in our reviews. But yeah, you both have said it really right that it's allocated between two crazy songs like Serbia and Georgia. But I believe it's also an advantage, guys, because the most like conformist people that like, you know, the how to call it, the most like standardic songs, but in a good way, will find Azerbaijan appealing, while Serbia and Georgia won't be that appealing for them. So maybe it's a good decision. I don't know. Georgia in the 5th place, guys' opinions.
Mystique. Yeah, but I think it's great spot for them. Between two male ballads. So yeah. Wait. I'm don't want to. Yeah.
It's Malta after them. by
Well,
the way.
yeah, but still, it's a great spot for them.
Mhm. So yeah, Vangelis, please help us. What do you think about Malta being in the 6th slot just after Georgia?
Well, generally, it's another song which doesn't really isn't really affected by running order, and it especially being after a crazy song, Georgia, it will definitely be forgotten by the televote. Plus, it's Malta. Malta doesn't get a lot of points from televoting. Even last year, when they were a favorite, they got 47, I think. So yeah, I don't see televoting, but yeah, it's not a good spot for Malta, unfortunately.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Right after, by the way, we have San Marino with a
Another
sassy rock
crazy
song.
song. Another
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
song.
So I don't know. Maybe Malta will shine out for the ones who seeks the corner of seniority. But what I can say that about Achille Lauro that he knows how to perform. I mean,
Mhm.
he's the performance, right? I mean, he doesn't need any staging behind him because all his, I don't know, body exposure and the way he interacts with the camera, I believe. So,
You know
yeah,
what's
I don't
weird?
know.
Is it Emma Muscat is Italian?
Yeah,
So this is a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a question. But yeah, she's really famous in Italy as well, and we have the two Italy-related acts one after one. Yeah, that's right. Actually, I don't know. I can see San Marino in a good spot and also in an average spot. It's not the best spot for them. But if we're talking about good spots, I believe that the next one has a really nice spot. It's Australia, Sheldon Riley in the 8th spot. So yeah, Power Ballad comes after 3 songs that are not in the same flavor. Of course, that Malta is partly power ballad, but it's of a different scent, I will call it, right? Like more in piano, etc. Self-empowerment, while Australia is telling a story. What do you think about Australia? Vangelis, do you think it's a good allocation for them?
well, probably it's a nice allocation being after many crazy songs or tempo or mid-tempo like Malta, but still not the best because Cyprus is following and I'm sure she will give a crazy show.
Yeah, that's right. Karins, what do you think about Cyprus being in the 9th position just after Australia?
Kind of not gonna don't want to just avoid the kill, but reduce the chances. But yeah, it's a very interesting spot for them.
Although I think that Cyprus has nothing to do with the other acts. I mean, it's very different. Like,
Yeah.
has this Middle East Mediterranean ethnic pop mid-tempo ballad, so yeah, it's different from the others. Right after we have Ireland with That's Rich, one of the guilty pleasure of some of us. Karis, please, what do you think about Ireland in the 10th position? Tell us.
If yes, Cal Cleanser from Ethnic Vibes and to the ballad. But yeah, I'm not sure. A great spot for them, but we'll see how we be live.
Let me sum it up in 3 words. Comes too early. That's what I think about Ireland.
Yeah, comes too early, but I don't want to predict already which should replace it. But yeah, it's a great call and play Cleanser from Ethnic Vibes, the ballad.
Yeah, that's right. Next one is Andrea from North Macedonia. I don't think it's a good position for her, to be honest. You know how much I love the song, right? You remember the high score I gave her. But I don't know, because Ireland is really energetic, and the song that follows up is very upbeat as well, Romania. Although, yeah, what I can't believe about North Macedonia that it's really intense in a good way, like it blows you in. You must focus on her. So maybe she can advantage of this. I don't know. I think that her main advantage, guys, will be the vocal, because she's a really good vocalist. I hope it will help her out, but in general, I don't really think it's a good spot. Vangelis, please tell us what you think about Romania coming in the 12th slot just after North
Oh,
Macedonia.
isn't it Estonia?
Estonia.
Estonia, I think.
Thank you for correcting me. That's right. Estonia coming after. Yeah, so I have to fix my previous reaction. I do believe that still it's not a good position for North Macedonia because Estonia will grab some votes, I believe. But please tell us what you think about Estonia.
Well, it's in different spot because it's followed by another ballad, or mid-tempo ballad actually. And Estonia is also a mid-tempo song with country clue. Also, it's followed by another potential televote bait, Romania. So I don't know. Maybe I don't think it will stand out in this running order. Maybe it was like 15th or 16th. It could stand out more.
That's right. Karins, help us, please. What do you think about Romania, and this time I'm not wrong, coming after Estonia in the 13th slot?
I believe they have great spot because they're closer of the kind of closer of the up tempo songs vibes because next 2 songs are ballads. So I think they're a great spot.
I tend to agree with you, to be honest, because it's an upbeat song, but we don't have much upbeat songs before and after in the row, at least. So yeah. Next one is Poland. I do believe they will advantage of these guys because it's a male ballad, and the last one we had in that flavors is Australia. It was in the first half of the show. I don't consider Estonia as a competitor as well because it's more into the country beat tempo direction. And yeah, I do believe that people who will enjoy Poland probably won't enjoy Romania, and maybe vice versa. So I don't see these, allocation as split of voters. The opposite is true.
Now,
But
the question is how gonna affect Montenegro and Poland?
Yeah, this is a
Oh,
really
yeah.
interesting question. Maybe let's discuss it all of us very shortly, but yeah, I do believe that doesn't play a good role for Montenegro as well. I don't know. I mean, personally, I really love Montenegro. I think it's their best entry in the recent years, but when ballad coming after a ballad, it's not the right decision. I don't know why the broadcaster has chosen to do so, but
Kill the
it's definitely
stereotypes. My reasoning.
kill the chances, I would say.
No, or
I
that.
don't know. I hope they both will qualify. Vangelis, what do you think about Montenegro coming after Poland?
Well, yeah, it's definitely a really bad spot for them because Auckland will definitely be so good. I'm sure about this. So I don't know, maybe it could be really much reducing their chances, but still, I can see many countries voting Serbia, North Macedonia mostly, and then could be San Marino as well, Montenegro, Azerbaijan. Maybe could give some other televote points. So this could benefit from this, but still, it's not a good spot for Montenegro, sadly, and I really want this to qualify.
Currents,
Yeah, same
same
thing.
question.
Same as Vangelis. I agree.
Right after we have Belgium. I think this is a fantastic location, actually.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it starts as a ballad, which I
like
mean,
Denmark.
probably,
Like Denmark.
yeah. So probably the voters who will sit for the first time in front of the lineup will say, "Oh wow, we have a third ballad in a row. What's wrong with this show?" But very fast, it's developing the R&B soul direction, let's call it. I believe it's a good spot. It's close to the end of the show, so people will remember it, and yeah, it will wake up some of the people after two ballads. So I don't know. What do you think about this? But I think it's a great spot.
Yeah, great spot as
Agree?
well.
Yeah, agree.
And then we'll have to hold each other closer because it's Sweden time. And to be honest, I'm not surprised they were chosen to be the second to last in the running order. Actually, this is the slot that I've predicted for them. Don't know why. Great song. I don't see any problems in qualifying.
No.
Whenever it will be, before any song, after any song, I don't have much to say. And Karins, please help us to deal with the running order. What do you think about the Czech Republic closing the show?
Slovenia 2018. That creepy thing. Lights out. What happened? What happened? I don't know. I think it's Grace. Title way. It's ironic when the semis are done and voting is opening. I believe it's great. I believe there's Grace great spot for them, but I'm not sure it's gonna benefit to qualify.
Yeah, I believe it's almost the same story as Austria, because once again it's kind of EDM and the vocals are kind of questionable. I would definitely define it. Sorry, although I do believe that we have, like, if you ask me who will deliver more, I believe the Czech Republic will deliver more vocally than the Austria, but I don't know. Dominika, the lead vocalist, has some good performance, but some of them are not. So I just want to be optimistic, but definitely if she delivers it vocally, if vocals come together, she has the path for the final, I believe. But if we're talking about pass for final of qualifying or not qualifying, let's do it official. So each one of the team members has tried to predict not, of course, it's nothing about personal taste, the qualifiers of this tough semifinal, let me say. So let's reveal the results. Ready? So we have actually 7 songs that we have all agreed on as sure qualifier. So let me quickly reveal them and we'll shortly talk about them. First one is Finland. Karins, please, why do you think Finland gonna qualify?
Very decent rock song to qualify. We need at least decent rock song in the final. Måneskin wanna be.
Yeah, the next one that we have all agreed on is Serbia. Listen, I think she's genius.
Yeah.
That's how I would define Constructa. A very divisive song, but still I think it's strong enough to qualify. I'm not sure that the jury will be crazy about this, but I do believe that it will get a lot of support of the public vote.
Yeah.
Also, let's face it, we have the former ex-Yugoslavian countries in the semi, North Macedonia, we have also Montenegro, so I do believe Serbia will get between 3 to 4 sets of the squad, so already a good starting point in the semi. A very memorable song, although strange for some people, and staging, I'm sure she will nail it as well, so that's why we all think, I believe it will qualify. Next one we have all agreed on, and it's not something that I would bet on, like that we've all agreed on, is Azerbaijan. Vangelis, why do you think Azerbaijan will qualify?
Well, his voice will definitely appeal jury, and also Azerbaijan almost always qualifies to finals, so if they're competitive enough, why not? No way can I see this failing. It will advance for sure, I think.
Next one that we have all agreed on was Cyprus. So once again, Vangelis, why do you think Cyprus will gonna qualify?
Yeah, it's a closure of a half. It will definitely get much televote and jury support. Her voice is wonderful. I've seen lots of live performances of her, and why not being amazing in Ella too? And yeah, definitely something that appeals voters as well. Cyprus definitely goes to final, and I'm happy for them who have created a streak of 6 or 7 qualifications. I don't know. I'm very happy for them.
Yeah, 6, and maybe it will be the 7th, which is really amazing. Next one that we have all agreed on is Sweden. Karins, please, why do you think Sweden will qualify?
If there's any questions, why not? Oh, no name thinks it not. So I really want to ask him why Sweden won't qualify to the final. So yeah, it's obvious they're gonna qualify, no matter what kind of song, even the Dana Ding Dong gonna qualify because it's Sweden.
Yeah, but also I believe about the quality of the song. I do see it, by the way, guys, as a potential semi-final winner. I do see it.
Great.
So why not qualifying, right? And another one that we have all agreed on is Belgium, actually, and this is the last one out of the 6. That we have all agreed on. Yeah, probably the almost only R&B song in the running. Starts as a power ballad and then develops into the R&B soul personal song, but still a radio hit, I believe. Yeah, there are some people that believe that Belgium won't qualify this year. I have read a lot of comments, but my guts tell me they can qualify. Yeah, I just hope they won't scrap the staging, but I do believe they qualify. Vangelis, I know that you always also wanted to relate, please.
About Belgium? Yeah, I think they will be in the top 3 of the juries. I think they will be the surprise. I think of the semi-final, of course, not the final.
Yeah, of course. So now, before we talk about the countries that we have found divisive, let's talk about other that we have agreed on, but on the opposite side, or let's call it the sure non-qualifiers. Unfortunately, yeah. So one of them is Ireland. Yeah, Vangelis.
Oh, well, I think this will come last overall, unfortunately. Live's performances don't very much convince me. And also, the spot isn't that great, I think, as well.
Karens, I know that Brooke has performed on the Late Late Night show once again very lately. Tell us, what were your impressions?
I really like the staging in Late Late Show. On the verses, she can sing, but the chorus part, she needs much improvement. Don't be shaky. Vocally, she's not the best singer, but she can sing. And yeah, I'm just sad seeing Ireland not qualifying, even though I really want to see her qualifying. But if there's no chance.
I mean, I do think it's
And by the way,
but
by the way, this is
yeah.
the second time Ireland chose a singer, a female singer who can sing. A great artist, but there's have to list in one comment I've read it. Ireland should take a break like Italy for a decade, and if that's gonna happen, I think I'm gonna agree with that comment. To somebody that, like Irish guy said it, Ireland should take a break, and I agree. It's gonna happen in next 2 years. Anyway,
I hope not. I hope they will qualify, and I hope they will continue to compete. I don't predict it as a qualifier either, unfortunately, just because it's a very competitive semifinal as I see it. I just want to say one sentence, although it's out of the range, out of the scope of this video. I think the recipe for Ireland to qualify is sending a high quality ballot, by the way. That's what I think will happen.
not always. We should send a bop as well. Like that's rich. Imagining a performance by better singers, it will be much better.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because not anyone is appealed by the song, but yeah, I mean, I like it, but yeah. Okay, but let's move on. Another country we think that won't qualify. It hurts, but it's Israel, unfortunately. I don't know. I feel bad, like speaking about this as an Israeli guy, because I do believe in Michael Ben David as a performer. I do believe he will set the stage on fire, but I just don't think that the song elevates enough. Again, it's not a shade about Israel. I know that some fans were mad about me the last time, but please don't take it like that. Of course, I'm supporting my own country, and of course, I don't want to see it happening, but I just, in the mixture of consequences.
Yeah. I think the way this if Israel should not going to qualify, this is going to be, like I said in review, will open their eyes to see how they select the process, and the same thing for Ireland are going to open their eyes how to change their statics and stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I do believe that Israel need a wake-up call, not because the songs are bad, but because it starts to go in a very specific direction, and like going on the same direction for any country and in any direction, it's not a good thing. So I really hope so. Okay, another country that we have agreed that won't qualify is North Macedonia. It makes me really sad, I must say, guys, because it's one of my favorites this year.
One word, Slovenia 2021.
Yeah, great vocalist as Dan. I don't know, I just saw that a lot of people don't find the song very interesting for them, unfortunately. So I start believe that it won't get enough votes, and therefore I predict it as not qualified. That's it. I do believe she will give an impressive vocal performance, etc. But I wish that I will laugh at this video on the night of grand final that I said that it won't qualify, but I don't know. And the last one that we have agreed won't qualify is Malta, actually. Vangelis, why do you think Malta won't qualify?
Well, it was a hard time for me debating if I had to leave out this, Finland, San Marino, or Montenegro out. This was between those four. And I picked 3 to qualify, and this was my predicted 11th place of the semi. Well, I just don't think televoting will give these points, maybe very few points, only from United Kingdom, Australia, and Ireland, some few points.
Azerbaijan as well, I see scoring this, but not good enough yet.
Maybe 1 or 2 points, Sweden too, but each of them few points, not many.
And now it's time to fight, guys, because all the other countries, some of us thought that will qualify, some of us haven't. So the first one that make us into a debate is Georgia. For Georgia, actually, we have only one person that thinks it will qualify. Yeah, Karis, please explain to us.
This could be actually surprise of the show, the semi. This will qualify because the show they're gonna produce is, even people not feeling it, it's same effect like 2016, but the band, I forgot the name already. I want to call it Midnight Gold, but it's the song title.
Nikita and Young Lolitas, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Same people, by the way.
Yeah, same people. The same thing gonna happen. Like Moldova, they're gonna qualify.
Next up that put us into a conflict here was San Marino. Only one of us had thought San Marino will qualify. Please raise your hand. That's right, Vani. Why do you think it will qualify?
Well, televoting will support this, I'm sure. Although it's San Marino and it's a tiny microstate, I think this is an exception in the rules, like microstates don't get televote support. I think Achille is a true performer. Stripper is something that could have lots of fans from many age groups that could vote for it. Maybe it's a jury non-qualifier, but I think it could slip through the top 10 of the semi, even as a borderline. I have faith in San Marino.
I see it happening, yeah.
And I'm so happy San Marino has a streak. He's trying to create a streak of qualifications as well.
Yeah, that's right. I would support it, I must be honest, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. Next one that actually I'm surprised that it wasn't like in the usual qualifier, but it's Australia. Who will think that Australia will qualify? Vangelis, why you must be different this time? Yeah.
Well, similar to Malta, I don't think this will get televote support either. Even though he has a great voice, it's a bit of too standard, maybe. I see Azerbaijan and Poland as better options for the final as a male ballads.
Actually, I don't agree.
Not only for my taste, because but because they're more complex or something.
I don't agree because I do believe, first of all, I do see jury support it as you, but I also think that many people at home will feel like touched and emotional by the message. So that's why I see Australia qualifying. But yeah, I can relate to your own prediction as well. Another one that put us on split was Estonia. So who think Estonia will qualify?
I will.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So Karis, be the positive one and explain why do you think Estonia will qualify?
Victor Crone vibes, of course. Same thing. Sweden will help, and Norway and Finland. So I see this.
Norway is not here, but okay.
Fuck it.
Australia, but they do.
it's sound quality. That's why I didn't qualify.
Another one that was a little bit controversial for us was Poland. I mean, surprisingly. Yeah, so I thought it will qualify, Vani as well.
Me too.
I don't know, I must explain. I think that he is a great vocalist. I know that we have a lot of male ballads in the running in this semi, but I do believe that actually his high notes are magnificent. And I do believe it will be one of the reasons he will qualify. Also, he's a very modest, he has his classic performance, his own stability, let's call it. So yeah, I can see people voting for this as Duncan Lawrence, as John Tears, as a lot of excellent male vocalists that we had in the past. Montenegro, yeah, who think it will qualify? Actually, I'm not, although I would like to. It's one of my favorites, but please, Vani, why do you think Montenegro will qualify?
Well, Serbia and North Macedonia play a major role here. I think this will be appealing to jury, not very much, but still, unless he screws up with the vocal, which I don't really think it will happen, but I have my slight doubt. But yeah, I can see this borderline as well. This semi is very crazy, I have to say.
It is. Okay, what else we have on the running? So actually now I'm gonna be the problematic one, guys, because there are two songs that I'm really torn between. I'm still not sure that I have decided, and maybe you can help me out. So the two that I'm debating in are Romania and the Czech Republic. Let me explain myself very quickly. I think that if Czech Republic vocals are on point, Romania is out. I think also that on the other hand, that if Czech Republic screw up the vocal performance, Romania can qualify. I do believe it's between the two of them at the moment. So who think that Czech Republic might qualify? Karins, why do you think Czech Republic won't qualify?
I don't know. EDMs never do well, so even though I'm not sure. It's all the staging plays and how she does the vocally and how sure their luck is in the final. How can people feel in that final? So yeah, it's all about that. But I'm not sure if it would be great to see Czech and Romania in the final, but it won't happen. There's only 10 qualifiers.
Yeah, that's right. About Romania, who thinks it's gonna qualify? Vangelis, why do you think it won't qualify?
Not jury. I don't think jury is going to support this. I mean, yeah, it won actually, the Romanian jury indeed, but it was so difficult as well. It was battling with a very mediocre song, as I remember, from the national finals. So why would the international jury support Hola mi bebé, llámame? I don't know. And I think Israeli guy has a bit better vocal than Romanian guy, so it's also a minus. But it could be a televote qualifier, but still not enough.
So this is what we have thought about semi-final 2. A lot of different opinions we had on the songs. We barely decided what the 10 qualifiers, but we have them personally, I guess. If you ask me between Czech Republic and Romania, damn, I don't know how to decide. I mean, it's still like in the middle between of them.
Remember, Spanish people will vote for this, so it's major. It plays that role as well.
Yeah, that's right, actually. I don't know, maybe Romania as well. Yeah, maybe. But anyway, this is what we have thought about semifinal 2. Guys, what do you think about semifinal 2? Who are your personal qualifiers, and who do you consider as a prediction to qualify? Please let us know in the comments below. You can follow us on escbeat.com, subscribe to our channel right here below, give us a like, and don't forget, we're still here. Thank you. Bye-bye.